Hello and welcome back to Good Knit Kisses. I'm your host Kristen and I'm with GKK, or that's Good Knit Kisses, and I teach how to knit and crochet and loom knit on YouTube and now on Facebook. This is our live broadcast every week. I broadcast with Mondays is GKK Q&A, Tuesdays loom knitting, Wednesdays as knitting with needles or featuring yarn, and Thursday crochet, and Fridays are our social media days. Now, last week I was broadcasting remotely because I was with my family enjoying Colorado and driving from Texas through New Mexico to Colorado and back again. And Friday was a crazy travel day. It was hard. So I couldn't do it. So I'm going to get to what I want to talk about a little bit on Friday. It's going to be a little short today. Looks like my connection is a little weak. Be sure and give me some hearts if you are joining me again, and some likes if for the first time, write new, and tell me where you're from. I'm so excited to see you this morning, so I hope you're doing well. It's morning here in Texas, Central Texas, and so I wanted to talk to you about your vision. And you can have a vision for your business, your craft business, even if you are just making goods and selling them locally, or if you are trying to burst out on the scene and sell online to anyone and everyone. And I suggest that you make one for yourself, even if you aren't doing those things, even if you are simply making your crafting stuff to give to shelters and hospitals and things like that. Welcome, Rosemary. Oh, you're in Alabama. Fantastic. Glad to have you here today. Be sure and you guys still let me know, and if you've been here before, please give me some loves and some likes, and feel free to just send those emojis through. They're really encouraging to me, and give me your questions too. What I do is, if you are watching this again on the replay, be sure and write replay, and if you're just making general comments, you don't have to write replay, but just be sure and write it if you want me to pay attention to a question that you ask. And good morning, Susie. Hey, how are you? And yes, you are in Quebec. And am I saying Quebec right? I hear people say Quebec, but I think it's Quebec. So I'm going to stick with that. So I'm so glad you're on here. Susie does, well, Susie is a Jane of all trades, but she does a lot of machine knitting as well as loom knitting, and she has some fantastic things on her site and just in her group. She is a wealth of knowledge, so check her out. Follow her. Little plug for Susie there. Okay, so I'm going to go and look at things that were questions sent to me, and I am still backed up. If you guys are waiting for responses from me on my website, from help desk or from other odd places, that I get them from all over, and unfortunately I get thousands of emails. It's a great problem to have, but it's a lot of information to disseminate through. Unfortunately, people send me a lot of things that they could easily find by Googling, and I don't like to respond to that stuff because I don't want them to go, I don't want to be like, you should have Googled. But you're welcome, Susie. You're so sweet. And then, so usually it's a Google thing, or they're asking me about someone else's pattern, and I can't answer that. It's like, hey, can you answer this page about this thing about this page, and what about this and that? I'm like, you need to call the designer. You need to contact that person and see if they can answer you, or the company. Say if it's from a yarn company, you need to reach out to them to ask for corrections, because they should have a department to handle that. It's just me here, even though I have a couple of people who remotely help me a little bit. They're not answering help desk questions. So if you could do that, that would be helpful. And then sometimes people are like demanding me to make certain videos, so I don't always respond, but I try to when I can. Okay, so let's see. I just want to, well, let me go back and say thank you. I'm so sorry. That was an alarm that popped up. I thank you for everyone who watched last week. I talked about my heart, talked about Pink Missions, Embrace Grace, and the Pink Mission was for the human trafficking, the sex trafficking rescuing last week, and that will be in October. So if you're curious, go to my events and check that out. Thank you to everyone who sent in their support, public or otherwise, and I really appreciate it. I know some people were going to make stuff and that kind of thing, and send it in, or send in some tools that I could take along. Also wanted to talk about how, let's see, I'm looking at my notes here. Let's see, Lori Lynette, she mentioned the crib we stayed in. It was fantastic. It was tranquil. I am a little picky about where I stay, so I was, okay, sorry. Hey, Ellie, good morning. Sorry, I had a weak connection all of a sudden. Anyway, so I stayed at this beautiful place, but I was a little frustrated because we had like 11 people there, and we did not have enough spoons and forks for everybody and plates. So I did a lot of washing to accommodate for the extra people. So anyway, it was tranquil, but yeah, the women of the house still had to do a lot of work. So it wasn't that tranquil. You know, we had 6 kids. Anyway, but thank you, Lori and Lynette. Okay, so the social media Friday we missed. Okay, Patricia was the one who sent me a question privately, and she said, how do I fix my page up? She wants to set it up to get work out of it. And can I help? Yes, I can help. Oh, I'm finally seeing some likes coming across. Oh, hi y'all. Well, this computer, this morning, the live broadcast is just being really wonky. So thank you for the love and the likes. It really encourages me. I get like giddy when I see it. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys get to see the Thursday broadcast of Crochet. If you didn't, oh my gosh, we had a fantastic time, Louisa and I. And don't y'all love Louisa? Like, seriously, give me some hearts if you enjoyed having Louisa on here, because she is so funny. Hey, good morning, Ashley. And oh my gosh, she was cracking me up. I went back to watch the broadcast. I'm looking at her the whole time because she was hilarious. Her little face. Anyway, love her. Yeah, it was so hilarious. And oh my gosh, those point protectors, they were just hysterical. I mean, I couldn't not show you guys. That was just hilarious. Anyway, so be sure and share it. I may make a little meme out of myself being so goofy. Just, I gotta like take part of that video and like broadcast it, because that part was hilarious. I mean, oh my gosh, I was laughing at Louisa, well, with her, at me, whatever. Okay, so Patricia, sorry, I'm so sorry to Patricia. Let me get back to you. Yes, I can help you with your page. Here's the deal. There's a lot of things to answer about the page. Don't do it from a mobile device. It's my first tip. Second tip is, yeah, get on a desktop or a laptop. You're going to want to go into the back end and look at when you're looking at your page. Sorry, I've got a page up. When you're looking at your page, there's a thing for page, messages, notifications, insights, publishing tools, and settings. Go to settings, and you can fix a lot of things from there rather than try and navigate the main page. So I'm trying to follow up on social media because it was so busy for Friday. I couldn't do it from the car. And also, we were in and out of mountains, and it kept going in and out of no service. And I'm like, I'm not going to start a broadcast that gets shut down. So that would be bad. So anyway, so you want to set up all the basics for yourself. And then I would say for anybody, I started to answer her, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to come back to the basics here. I want to talk about your mission statement. And if you have a mission statement, it is awesome and great. I would suggest that you go beyond that and write a vision. Can I share with y'all my vision statement? Now, I don't publicly post this, but this is what I center my business on. If you want me to read that, I'm going to anyway. But y'all send me some love. And I'm going to read that out to you this morning. And but my mission statement, in which you can see it, I publish it. I even put it on my emails so that I can see it when I send it out, because it centers me. And yeah, oh, thank you. Thanks for the hearts. Keep it up. I love it. Okay, so my mission statement is to inspire, encourage, and empower people through education and design. And nothing about that says make money. Nothing about that says that. Okay, now, do I need to support my family? Absolutely. Did I take a massive pay cut when I stopped doing my design job? Absolutely. But my mission here is to help other people and encourage them from where they are and accelerate. And I have my detractors. I have some people say, oh, she only teaches the basic and stuff. I'm like, who cares what I'm teaching? I want people at any level to be able to accelerate where they are from. If you just need me to feel inspired and maybe your skill level is even above mine, great. If you're here, then hopefully I'm giving you something that you want. If you have never picked up a needle or hook or loom before, great. I'm here to help you too. So, it's like when you set aside for your business, then approach it from that. It's like approach it from what you can do, what you can do outwardly to help other people. But you can do it from your own pain point, because it came out of my own pain point. It came out of postpartum depression. That's where it came out of. And so I focus it in that direction. And I don't want to make it painful for people. Now, sometimes people are coming up from their own approach and maybe I'm not the right fit for them, and that's okay. Or at that time, and that's okay. So anyway, I'm going to read out that statement because you guys were all so nice to put that on here. I'm going to move it so I can read it in a better spot on my computer. Okay, so this is my vision. And I wrote it like an hour, because my goal is to grow. And so I say hour, and also, part of it is my husband too. Our vision is to leave an inspired crafting world for future generations that continues to teach and reach others. It is the understanding that this company, Good Knit Kisses and Kristen Mangus, will focus initially on creating fun, interactive, innovative, educational videos and content primarily for crafters. Fundamentals of craft will be taught, as well as designs by Kristen Mangus or other chosen artists or companies to feature from time to time. Quality and trusted reviews of products will also be provided. The company will be a Christian-based company with the understanding that the company will put aside 10% gross of all revenue for God to reach out and encourage new and existing crafters to new heights in their craft and in life, to teach and uplift others as well. So what do y'all think about that mission statement? My vision statement. And then I wrote out like a little elevator speech of what I've got to learn to memorize and say. Thank you for the hearts. So this is what I'm trying to say at the beginning of my videos, which I botch a lot. But it's good to learn this, so whenever you meet up with somebody, you can say something really quick and succinct about yourself. And thank you, Monique. Thank you. And so my elevator speech is, hi, I'm Kristen. I'm an online crafting instructor with Good Knit Kisses. I teach how to knit with needles or loom, crochet, crafting, and also video reviews. I write my own patterns as well as my own blog, online store, and my book. I'm a wife and mother of 3 under 11. I'm passionate about inspiring, encouraging, and empowering people through education and design to reach your goals. And so that's really what I want to try and be succinct and say. Sometimes I say more, sometimes I say less, but that's the essence of what I say out loud. But, so it goes back to, if someone asks you what you do, or if they ask you to do something, don't devalue yourself or excuse yourself. You can even, if you can't do something, think of who can and be like, you know what? I don't think I'm the proper fit for what you're asking, but I have a great person to refer to you. I have another crafter that does that all the time. I have people ask me, in fact, the other day, I had a good friend ask me, she says, oh, my 16-year-old, I don't want to say her name. She's like, such and such wants you to make this. How much would you charge? And she sent me for her size, a big mermaid cocoon. One of those big cocoons, big flipper thing. And honestly, I did not have any good words to say, because I know that she's not going to want to buy it from me, because we all know that there's some companies out there that are making it machine knit within minutes with inferior yarn for pennies on the dollar, half pennies on the dollar. And good morning, Joan. And I can't do it. And so I told her $1,000. I mean, I wasn't really serious, but I was serious. And so I said $1,000, LOL. And you know what she wrote back to me? She said, I guess she's going to have to learn to knit then. Little smile emojis, you know. And I'm like, yeah. And she can do it, you know, because why should I sell myself short just to do it for my friend when she's asking for something that A, is going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time away from you guys. And is that in my mission? Is that in my, I mean, you answer me right now, type it in. Is that in my mission statement or my vision statement? Thank you, Joan. All right, y'all, come on. Is it yes or no? No would be the answer. So it's not in my vision statement or mission statement to sell goods, right? Now, maybe it's in yours, but maybe they're asking you for something that you just can't do. Or what you need to do is like, well, if I wanted to make money from it, how many hours is it going to take me? What is my value? You know, thank you, Maurice. Yeah, it's not, Ellie. And you have the same thing. You can say no. And you can say it in a loving way. I mean, I said $1,000, LOL. It's not like I looked at her and go, no. Are you kidding me? You know, hey Barb, good morning. Yeah. So to teach and empower. So, and her first thing, because she knows me, her first thing was, oh, I guess she gets to learn how. I'm like, yes. Exactly. Yes, she can. So, and I can help her with that. So, and then it doesn't take away from you guys, because right now, what takes away from me producing even more videos, and I do look busy in the back because I have been busy, but is my kids, and those are my top priority. So they go back to school tomorrow. So, but it's been, you know, it's been a hard summer of being able to do that stuff. And so I've had to say no a lot this summer because of that first priority. So they take priority over my business anytime. And they should. As your family or whoever you deem, you know, including yourself, you come first before your business. Just so you know that. If you haven't had permission, I give you permission to put yourself above your business. So, yeah, helping her is part of my vision. Thank you. So, and I wasn't mad at her or anything. She knows I love her. But that's just a quick example. And I know we all get it all the time. I get crazy requests. I get people posting my page. Haha, have you seen this? You know, all the memes and stuff that you see, the knitting stuff. And, you know, people see like the crazy cat with the funky bobble hat and, you know, and say, hey, can you make that or whatever? You know, you have to look at it and go, totally, I can make that in 2 hours. Yeah, I can make that. So, good morning, Debbie, North Carolina. Welcome. So yeah, you just need to look at what you can accomplish and what is a good price for you to get paid. Look at how many hours it's going to take you. Look at your cost of materials. So some people simply take the cost of materials and double or triple them and say that includes what they're making, but maybe you need to double or triple them, and then you look at the price of that and say, you know what, how many hours is it going to cover me? Okay, maybe I need to make $10 an hour, or $7 an hour, or $20 an hour, or whatever you feel that you're worth. Look at the level of skill. Maybe you can rate your projects from beginner to easy level, or how many hours it's going to take you, the difficulty, and adjust accordingly. Maybe you add $2, $3 per difficulty level that it goes up, and add that per hour. Look at those numbers from yourself. Hey, Sharon and James, good morning. But, you know, look at all those factors when you're deciding how much you want to charge or how much you're going to promise to someone, whether you are giving something to someone or whether you are selling something to someone. Even if you are not in the crafting business, if you are into crafting for friends, then you still need to value your time and make the best things that you can with that time. So yeah, it's good for any type of business. What is my value? You know, you are worthy. You are worth far more than rubies. You are treasured. You are valued. Okay, and your time is valuable. Now, your priceless value is not the price you put into your object, but I want you to know that you are worth spending money on and time with. So be sure and work that value into what you make. If it's going to take away time from your family or your friends to do something, then you need to add a sticker to that. So anyway, I hope this helps you, encourages you into making that decision, that hard decision. Be okay with saying no in a kind and gentle way, and people are going to respect that. And if they don't, then it's a good thing you didn't do it. So, hey Betty, good morning. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, the worth of handmade. There is something from Creative Bee Handmade. I'm trying to think. Creations Bee. Anyway, I posted it to my page. I shared her stuff. She made a little video. If you go onto my page and go scroll through and see the video and share it, made a video on the cost of handmade. I love the video. It actually helped inspire me to talk a little bit more about it today. It's something that you could share, and you don't even have to say anything. Just share it on your business page or on your profile. Remember, there's a profile and a page. You could share it to groups. And, I wish I had made it, honestly, but I love how she did it. And it's all got captions on it. You don't have to listen to somebody talk. And it's great. So anyway, you're welcome, Debbie. I hope that's helpful. Can y'all give me some loves and hearts? If you liked what I said today about the vision and everything, will you share it with a crafter that you love? And, you share on your page or your profile, whatever you want to do. But I just want to be, to spread some encouragement and love to those crafters today. And I want to challenge you, encourage you to write your mission statement and write your vision statement. And on all my outgoing business emails, I write that little shorter mission statement. Again, my mission statement, if you're just joining me, is to inspire, encourage, and empower people through education and design. And if it doesn't fit in that parameter, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so welcome. Thanks for joining me again, Louisa. You have to go back to the beginning. We were all giving you some love and hearts, how cute you were. Thanks, Ellie. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to head out. I've got to do some things to get ready for my kids' school tomorrow. I hope you have a fantastic day. We're going to do loom knitting tomorrow, and we're going to do a live tutorial on knitting with needles on Wednesday. So get your supplies, and I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.